and the 4 basic steps in wine tasting, which are the appearance. Is it white or red? Is it clear? Is it cloudy? All those things. The aroma is the second step in tasting wine, and then the palate or the mouthfeel and the finish. So the New Zealand and Australia have really had a renaissance again, believe it or not, in the last 10 years. Australia was the most popular wine region for many, many years and dropped off a little bit, but now it's coming back, believe it or not, because there are some other varieties planted, like Grenache, which we're gonna have a little later. But New Zealand is known for Sauvignon Blanc. That's what put it on the map really as a wine growing region, probably in the last 15 years or so. Besides the fact that they're the first ones that almost all the wines, if not all the wines from New Zealand, come into the screw top, the Stelvin closers as they call them. But now many wineries are doing that, which I'm sure you've seen. So the number one obvious character in New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, which I'm sure you got right away, is this really kind of pungent, grapefruity character. It's on the aroma, it's definitely on the palate, kind of gets you on the side of the tongue. But all of the wines we're going to have tonight are acidic in that way, meaning that they're great with food. Wait till you try this baguette that Anthony's made to go with this Sauvignon Blanc. It's going to be a perfect pairing. It's going to change the wine dramatically from what you've experienced already, which is pretty cool. Venus is a fun small brand that the owners actually live in California, but they have relationships with growers in Marlborough, New Zealand. And as the notes say, they buy these grapes from about 5 different vineyards, and each of the vineyards add a different flavor component to the wine. Whether it be that citrusy character I talked about, or kind of a stone minerality to it, and they do that purposely. They don't own the vineyards, they have relationships with different growers, so they can go through vintage to vintage and choose the best grapes to have consistent wine year after year. The name Chasing Venus goes back to the 1700s when Captain Cook set out in search of famous land in the southern hemisphere, and Venus was the guide to getting there. So he was chasing Venus, and he discovered New Zealand. So anyway, back in the late 1700s. So a fun name that they put on that, but again, very classic style, traditional New Zealand style. Is it a restaurant or is it just a restaurant?
Sometimes I told them that you guys did. The generation did not, my generation did not, their generation.
So when Cassie and I